Can XRP reach $100? And if so, how long would it take for that to happen? We're going to jump straight into that. I have a short-term price prediction on the XRP Life chart. That'll be later on in the video. If that's something you're interested in, please smash that like button, that bell notification, and let's jump right into this. Hello everyone and welcome back to CryptoMac. Thank you all for joining me once again. We're going to jump right into this. Now, can XRP reach $100 realistically? Let's answer the question first. For XRP to reach $100, what is going to happen is, with the current supply of XRP, with the market cap at $128 billion, and the price being $2.19. Now, how we're going to figure this out is we're going to divide $100 by $2.19, which would give us about $45.66. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply $45.66 times 128 billion. The number you get is 5,348,748,447.40. Now, do you guys see how I did that? There's a lot of different ways you can do that equation to find the same answer. I just divided how many times XRP needed to jump from 219 to 100, and we multiplied that number times the entire market cap, because that is what the market cap would be, and it came out to almost $6 trillion. Now, can this happen? Now, I can tell you guys like this, with the mass adoption from Japan, adoption from Asia, if XRP could handle just 1 day's worth of the SWIFT network transactions in 1 day, that alone is over $5 trillion in 1 day, which would theoretically make the XRP price around, I don't know, $98, $99, just shy of $100. So, can that happen? I believe it can. And I believe it isn't too far from now. So, there is a lot of things going on. However, the only downfall from this is just like what happened yesterday and happens every month. This happens every month. Ripple releases 1 billion worth of XRP out of escrow into circulation. Now, why do they do this? It says right here, as usual, the traditional monthly 1 billion XRP release was split into several transfers. The new thing here is that Ripple unleashes this staggering amount of XRP not on the 1st, but on the 3rd of a new month. Another new thing here is that Ripple now locks 700 million XRP in escrow before releasing 1 billion XRP, not after as it was before. So that is pretty big, and as you guys can see, we have got more. The 3 transactions that Ripple unlocked, they did it in 3 transactions with the 1 billion. They moved 200 million XRP, then 300 million XRP, then 500 million XRP from escrow to unknown wallets. The largest one, carrying 500 million XRP, was marked as initiated by Ripple. However, data shared by XRP Scan shows that the other 2 XRP chunks were released from escrow by the same entity, Ripple. So, XRP and Ripple releases 1 billion worth of XRP every month, and that's really to cover all their costs and company expenses and things of that nature. So can XRP hit $100? Yes, it is possible. When? I believe it would take anywhere between 2 to 5 years for all of this adoption to take place and implement on the XRP price. If that happens, I think we will see $100 XRP by the year 2030. That is my honest opinion, by fundamentals, by adoption, by market cap, the whole nine. So how about we jump straight into the XRP live chart. I got the XRP live chart pulled up. As you guys can see, I'm on the weekly. I always start on the weekly. I like zooming out instead of zooming in. We are in this fall and wedge pattern. I've said this plenty of times in previous videos. What it is usually about this time where we get to this precipice. It breaks at the apex about 70-80%. Now, it's you see where we are going to go from here, guys. We're going to measure from the top to the bottom, and then we're going to put it at our potential breakout point. And where does that bring us? Right around $5, fellas. Right around $5. That is what everyone's waiting on. I mean, as you guys can see right here, it has already got a nice bounce off of support in this wedge, and we are getting a pump up and got a mild rejection. Now, we have not come all the way back down to retest $2. That is probable. We are still holding momentum. So that means that we have a good opportunity, a very good chance to break out of resistance. And if we do, we will see $5 in XRP within the next 3 to 4 weeks. So my price prediction by the end of June is $4.80. That is my prediction, only because I don't think it will hit the price target. A lot of people have been waiting on the same pattern for a very long time. I think a lot of them are going to sell right before, which will make the price crash before $5. We are going to need a relief. We're going to need a price correction around that time, because that is going to be about almost 100% over. I'm sorry. That'll be over a 100% increase in price action. So that is pretty much where I think it's going. Now, sorry about the chart, but as you guys can see, it mainly just looks like we are going on a downtrend right now. Nothing special happening. It's the weekend. We are dipping a little bit. I believe Monday comes, of course, new news. Ripple's doing its thing, making all of its moves, trying to get XRP adopted. I think things are going to work out very well next week. So if you guys stay with me till the very end, I really appreciate it. To answer your question, I believe XRP can hit $100, and I believe that it can happen by the year 2030 if we stay on track. And if you guys stay with me to the very end, thank you very much. Check out my latest stuff on the left. You can subscribe to me on the right side. And until the next video, fellas, y'all take care of yourself and each other.